It is late right now, and if you are having trouble sleeping and you're wondering why success seems to be somehow against you, that the stars out there, the universe, or God is against you, and this is the reason why you have not been able to self actualize right now, before you quit, my friend, I would simply like for you to just listen to what I have to say. So please hear me out. First of all, I would like to say, I can hear what you're saying, and I can feel your pain. After all these years of hard work, not having been able to reach a place where you can finally start enjoying the fruits of your hard work must be disheartening. So I can feel your pain. That's all I can say. Having said that, before you get to make any extreme decision out there, here's what I would like to say. It may not look like it, but success is actually looking for you. It's actually ready to help you reach a place where you finally start enjoying life the way that you should be enjoying life right now. But in order for that to happen, success is also waiting for you to do something really key. It's waiting for you to become the type of vehicle that can now make certain thing happen. And this is about something key. When I say becomes the type of vehicle that can let success become a reality to your life, I'm talking about specifically your mindset. And when I say mindset, I'm not talking about screaming positivity. Oh yeah, the best is yet to come. You are this, you are... No. At one point or the other, when high-performing people talk about mindset, they're not screaming in your ears. No, they're simply saying something really key, which can be summed up in 4 simple steps. Are you willing to assess who you are so far? Are you willing to make the necessary adjustment? Are you ready to reach the place of enlightenment? And from that point, to go back and repeat the same thing until success becomes your day-to-day reality? That's the key question. Let me tell you why. Because I was saying a few days ago, your mindset is all about your mind, which is a GPS. And the mind is simply asking a key question. Please tell me, what is this destination that you're shooting for? Once you achieve clarity in your mind as to where you want to go, and you put it basically in front of your mind, and you also tell your heart that this is the reason why I have to reach that particular destination, the subconscious has no other recourse but to help you manifest exactly where you want to go. But that's something key, that you have to put in front of your mind exactly where you want to go and why. But as you're doing that, from time to time, you still go back to the drawing board and yes, fine-tune your mind and ask yourself the key question: am I becoming the type of vehicle that can manifest this particular vision I have in front of me? What do I mean by that? The GPS I'm using right now, as far as my mind is concerned, is it fine-tuned enough to take me from point A to point B? Am I assessing the quality of my mind right now? Am I assessing the quality of my GPS? Am I making the necessary adjustment as far as where I want to go is concerned? Because maybe you said, yes, I want to go from point A to point B, but you did not actually put specific information in the GPS to tell the GPS, no, I don't want to go through any place of I have to pay for access to highway or byways or freeway. I don't want to pay for any access to the highway. So you found a way to take me from point A to point B. So I have to make the adjustment in my mind, or the GPS of my mind. I have to recalibrate the direction that the GPS is taking in order to take me from point A to point B. And once you start getting in the habit of doing that on a daily basis, my friend, you're gonna reach a point where you will not have to scream anymore. Your mind will simply know that yes, this is where we want to go, but on a daily basis, we are ready and willing to make the necessary assessment, adjustment, reach a place of alignment and repeat. So as far as where you want to go is concerned, is it really the right direction? Number one, if it is not, be humble enough to go back to the drawing board and simply find a different destination as far as you are concerned. If it is the right destination, ask yourself the key question, is it indeed the right route that I can take from point A to point B? Because if it is not, how about I start making some adjustment and come to a place where I'm going to say to myself, oh, point A to point B is easy, but I could not go to point A to point B through this particular route. So I need to find a way outside or around or over or under this particular obstacle. And that's how you have to think on a daily basis. So you have to simply come to a place where you constantly challenge your mind as to where you want to go. Is it the right destination? If so, is this the best route? If it's not the right destination, how about you start figuring out how you can change the destination to a different destination? That's number one. Number two, as a vehicle overall, are you in a top shape to be able to take you from where you want to go to the next level? Because the GPS can be ready to take you from point A to point B, but if your body, if the overall lifestyle is not conducive or consistent with where you want to go, guess what? The car is going to break down on the highway and you're gonna find yourself stranded and unable to reach your particular destination. So ask yourself the key question, ultimately, am I becoming the type of vehicle that can take me from point A to point B? That's the key question. Don't just shoot for money. Don't just shoot for, yes, big houses, fancy houses, big cars. Ask yourself the key question, is the vehicle or the person I am right now becoming the type of instrument I can use to take me from point A to point B? If not, then make assessment, make adjustment, get to a place of enlightenment and repeat the process until you are fine-tuned enough to take yourself from point A to point B. And this is absolutely key. Let me just give you one example and I'm going to end. In 1996, Summer Olympics in Atlanta for the men competition, when all the men gathered for the final race, something really crazy happened. The tension was there because the former Olympic champion was also in the lineup in the person of Linford Christie. And in the same lineup, there was a young man, an upcoming champion, world champion for that year, by the name of Donovan Bailey. And other runners were there as well. Otto Borden, Frankie Fredericks from Namibia, and many other amazing, talented runners. As the race was about to start, the first one, there was a false start, and it was attributed to Linford Christie. And the rule states the following: after two false starts by the same individual, the person is disqualified. They go back to the starting blocks, and guess what happened again? When the gun went off, Linford Christie was found guilty again of, allegedly guilty of responding faster than it was supposed to. Guess what? It was simply asked to leave. It was disqualified. But Linford Christie, being Linford Christie, simply said, no, I can go on like this, so I'm going to change this decision. I'm going to ask you to review whatever's happened between when the gun went off and when I actually started running, in order to determine whether or not I must leave the race. So in the midst of all this pandemonium, other runners started losing their composure. Their minds started racing in different directions. But the one key person was able to retain a sense of composure because he kept saying to himself, I know exactly where I want to go. My mind knows exactly where I want to go. My body has already become the type of vehicle to take me from point A to point B. So no matter what could be happening, I am not going to be distracted. I'm going to remain focused as to where I want to go. Guess what? After Linford Christie was actually asked to leave and shown that he was actually guilty, they were ready now for the third start. As the gun went off, Donovan Bailey was not the fastest out of the starting blocks. But it just keenly remembered as this was happening that every race is to be broken down in three specific phases. The first phase is about acceleration. The second phase is about floating and maintaining. And the last phase is about simply relaxation. He says, I messed up when it comes to the beginning of the race. My vehicle was not actually geared, was not actually properly tuned up for the very first phase when it comes to acceleration out of the block. But as far as floating and maintaining, I'm going to now demonstrate that I have what it takes to take me from point A to point B. I'm going to simply find a way to start floating and maintaining that momentum until I reach the finish line. And by the time we get close to the finish line, what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to relax. Why? Because I know that my vehicle is finely tuned to deliver the victory I'm so looking for. Guess what? Just like that, it started as the weakest starter as far as the lineup is concerned, and he ended up as a winner as far as 1996 race is concerned. Why is this particularly important? Because at the end of the day, two things. You have to simply focus on your mindset. Tell your mind exactly where you want to go. And number two, focus on becoming the type of vehicle that can take you from point A to point B. That's number one. And the last thing I'm going to put on the table for you, you simply have to put this in your mind. Brainwash yourself to believe that no matter what, you are going to find a way. No matter what, you are going to find a way. Once you get to a particular point, my friend, when you keep saying to yourself, no matter what could be happening, I'm going to find a way to win. Guess what? Your mind and your body will simply have no other option but to deliver the victory that you so deserve. Why? Because the mind is simply the GPS, and your body, once it's actually properly tuned, and understand that you are the kind of person who believes that no matter what, you're going to find a way, you're going to figure things out. Guess what? It's going to simply deliver exactly what you're looking for. All right? So don't give up. Don't check out. Just remember to simply focus on your mind. Focus on telling your mind exactly what you want. Focus on becoming the right vehicle as far as what you're looking to establish is concerned. Last but not least, remember the key wisdom, which is simply, I am becoming the type of person who can always figure things out. And once that taking place, my friend, sky is the limit. Much love, everyone. Brainwash yourself. The best is yet to come. Take good care. I'm out.